Hey guys, welcome to SMB Designs. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking and commenting. This is going to be my first ever sketchbook tour. I've started sketchbooks in the past, however, I never finished any of them. This is actually the first one I've ever finished. So we'll jump into it. Now, I will give my opinion about the art pieces, but it is constructive criticism, and I need to criticize myself so that I can get better. So we'll just jump right in. This is my opening page, and it just tells who I am and who it belongs to. I began this on 11 of 2021 and finished it January 2023. Yes, I am a very, very slow sketchbooker. This is the first piece I did in here, and this was a beautiful horse image. Most of these are references from Pinterest that I've used, but I absolutely adored this horse image, and I was really pleased with how it turned out. It turned out exactly like I wanted it. And this one, I was trying my hand at some architecture, and I wanted something real simple, but that I could get some dimension with. So that's where this one came into play, and I like how it came out. I need to have controlled my water better through here, but overall, I like how it came out. This was my second attempt at some architecture, and I like it okay. It's okay. I have not learned to just sketch a building without using rulers or anything like that, and I'd like to get to that point where I'm not so worried about the lines being exactly straight or exactly parallel or in the spot that they're supposed to be. I want to just be free flowing, and I want some quirky houses. So I may end up playing with that some in the next one. But overall, it was good. This one was an old street light, and it has, I know you cannot see it very much, but it does have a glow. There's some transfer of some glitter here. That's actually from this paint set that I had gotten and tried, but it wasn't part of the picture. So overall, I was really pleased with it. I like the glow coming around it out into night. There's a little bit of a proportional issue right in here, so I will need to work on that more in the future. Next, I am horrible, absolutely horrible at hands and feet. So I decided I was going to try to draw and paint a hand. This is the only hand I have ever painted that I somewhat kind of liked okay. So it was a good experience. Do I still need practice? Oh yeah, a lot of it. This was the next one, and it was a bird skull, and I wanted to keep it kind of monochromatic, so it's just like blacks and grays, and maybe a touch of white in some small spots. But overall, I like it. I, again, need to work with my washing through here so that I'm not getting these harsher lines. But I did want the harsher lines in the bottom to kind of show the shadow, so it is what it is. This was, oh, these are swatches of the Daniel Smith palette that I got. And here I was just playing around, trying to use some of those glitter paints. I'm sure you can see the glare on there. Do I like this one? Nah, not really. But it served the purpose. I got to check out the glitter paints and try them in actual painting style. So that's what that one was for. Okay, starting here, I tried to do Inktober of 2022, but instead of doing the regular prompts, I was doing a prompt list called Mythical Creatures. And this was my mermaid, and she's okay. Um, I really think she could have been better, but she overall is okay. I do like all of the glitter paints in her, though. That's really fun for a mermaid, I think. All right, so the next page was a dryad, I believe is what this thing was called. Yes. And it was really fun to do. I love doing wood textures and wood looks, but I also, if you'll notice, I'm turning it so you can see the glitter paint, the gold paint that I put in there. It absolutely turned out beautiful. I really enjoyed this piece. This one was supposed to be a banshee, but I did not like her face. It just drove me insane, and I could not get it to change. No matter what I did, it just was, ugly. So, I got the sketch done, but I abandoned that one. This one, however, is for the prompt dragon, and this is probably one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. And it's crazy to think that, because I've been doing art off and on since middle school, I guess, and I am now 44. So, but I really enjoyed it. I actually made some stickers out of this one. This one was for the prompt witch, and I wanted something kind of character, kind of a little fun going, and I think I'd achieved that. I think she's a good little witch. She looks pretty good. I would have liked to have seen more contrast in my folds and stuff, so that you could really tell those apart more. And her feet should have been more straight up and down, because the way they're angled, there's no way she's going to hold up her body weight with it angled like that. So anyway, just things for me to notice for next time. This one drove me insane. It's a centaur. This was my reference picture. I could not, for the life of me, get this drawing down. So I put graphite on the back of this one and transferred it and then lined it. But then I thought, I don't really want to put color on it. It's so dark. So maybe that's something I'll come back to at another time and do. I don't know. But it is what it is there. This one was for the prompt Valkyrie. And a lot of these names of mythical creatures I did not even know. I had no clue what they were. I just had to Google images and Pinterest images and try to find something that it was. And you'll notice I did use the glitter paints again in this one. Even in her armor. Her armor is all silver glitter paint. Beautiful. She's a little more cartoony than I would have liked. I would have liked to have a little bit semi-realism in her face. Everything else I'm okay with, but that face, I don't know. I'm not real happy with it. So, anyway, this one was a creature I did not know even existed. Let me find the name of it. I had taken this out to make a copy of it. Oh, I got the list right here. Let me look at it. It is... Well, my goodness, it's hard to see. It was a type of a wolf. I cannot read my own writing, but just know it was a type of a wolf, and I did take that one out to make pictures too. I thought it turned out really well. Really enjoyed these metallic paints again. It really just kind of made the background kind of pop out and where you could really get a hold of it. What I like the most about this picture is the free flowiness of the tail that's there. I think that is absolutely beautiful, and how it wraps around in front of it. That is, I really liked that. This one is called Madre Imonte. Never heard of it before, but I gave it a shot, and she's not horrible. Her face, I would have preferred a little more work in that, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm not used to doing bodies of people or portraits or any of that, so I'm just trying to learn portraits and stuff very well. Um, but I do like the variation in the color, um, how they ombre in and out, and they use, again, I put the metallic paint in there. I really was enjoying those metallic paints, can you tell? Okay, this was my unicorn prompt, and I absolutely hate this section right here. It looks like this unicorn has a humpback that flows back in. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but I guess I can always go back in and put more hair in there. Whatever. But if I had it to do again, I would not do a front-facing pose. I would do one where I saw the full body of the unicorn. I think that would have been a better um, better reference to go by. Easier. And this right here is my version of the Kraken. And I was really pleased with how he turned out. I used watercolor and colored pencils and a couple of specks of a white gel pen just to kind of brighten up a couple of areas. But I really was happy with him. So that brings us to the end where I swatched my Holbein gouache set. So I'm hoping to use more of that in my next sketchbook. I am looking for a good sketchbook that can handle gouache and watercolors. So if you know of one that would be really good, especially if it's in a square format, I love a square sketchbook. It's kind of part of my little OCD deal, but if you know of one, please leave it in the comments below, and I'd love to check it out. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Thanks so much. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.